I just returned from giving a workshop in a beautiful spiritual gathering this Sunday in Southern California. And when I was in Southern California, in Ontario, where the workshop was being held, it was at a medical clinic, a beautiful one. It was made available to us, and it was a lovely setting, a lovely group, but a lot of beautiful things happened there. I just kind of wanted to mention. It was just went there, gave my normal, well, there's no such thing as a normal workshop. It's always different, but it was some subtle little things that happened. And somebody brought a dog, and I worked on the dog. And it was funny because the person had their dog in their lap, and I'm doing my hands-on healing. And I'm looking at the dog, and I'm telling people the story on my third near-death experience, where I have this vision of people's faces, children, old people, young people, all different nationalities and races, and men and women and children and everything. And I said, and then there was some dogs. And then I paused and I go, and there was cats too. And when I said that, there was a glass door to this medical clinic that was off to the side. I couldn't see it, was not facing me. And I heard a couple of gasps and excitement coming from a couple of people standing by the door. Because when I said, and I'm here to help cats too, right? There was a stray neighborhood cat that was standing there looking in the glass door like he wanted to come in. So it was that kind of day. And then on this, that was on a Saturday. And then on Sunday, there was another dog that somebody had, and I worked on that. So it was an interesting weekend. One of the things that happened that was worth sharing, well, lots of things worth sharing, because I had people report really some very spiritual, emotional experiences. And I probably should keep those private, but a lot of people had some things and saw things in their meditation, and lots of stuff unfolded for people. And it was intense. But when I finished the workshop, and everybody was going pretty much and packing up, the lady that runs the shop, the clinic, she goes, "I'd like to gift you something." I go, "Well, now," she says, "and I do acupuncture. I'd like to help you out. You got any problems?" And well, I said, "Well, a couple, 2, 3 weeks ago, I had a heart attack." It's like, and then I don't usually tell people this stuff, but yeah, I had a heart attack, but I didn't go to the doctor right away because what are they going to do, right? So I'd end up going to the VA. I'm telling the story. I end up going to my doctor, and he examines me and he looks at it, and he says, "Let's see, let me look up your history here." And he says, "You've had quadruple heart bypass surgery, you got 8 stents, you got coronary artery disease, you got congestive heart failure." And he says, congestive heart failure, the survival rate for after 5 years with that is 50% of the people are gone. 10 years, you're looking at 75% of the people dead. And he says, in this, you've had congestive heart failure for 20 years. We don't have any numbers for that. He says, you should count your blessings. You should be lucky that you're alive. So that was my help from the VA. You should be lucky you're alive. I ain't going to do anything for you. So I casually mentioned that. She goes, "No, no, no, no. There's a medium or a lion or whatever energy source, right here on." And she points to it and she says, "I'm going to stick a needle here, and you will feel the energy, in your middle finger, perhaps, but it's going to come back up into your heart. Theoretically, this thing should go to here, and then it should come back to here. Theoretically, uh, and she sticks the needle in, and immediately this finger just goes, kind of going on. And I feel this and see it. It's like a pulse going from my finger up my arm to my chest. She feels it. I said, "You feel it?" Yeah, she sees it. She knows it's happening. We're both, kind of amazed. And she goes, "Well, theoretically, that's what's supposed to happen, right?" Now, the next day, I get up, and I don't know if you can see that, but see that blood heart? There's a heart made out of blood right opposite where she poked me. Anyway, it was woke up this morning and I have a heart there. I don't know if you can see the shape of it or not, but uh, that was kind of interesting. So I want to thank the people in Southern California, and I want to thank the people that are helping me to provide for everybody else. And I'm going to be off to Hawaii, the South Pacific. I'm going to be off to Europe. I'm going to be off to the East Coast. I'm going to continue this journey, but it's going, it's going well, and I want to make sure that those people believe in me and trust me that I'm there for them. And anyway, just sharing a little story about the heart and about the dog and about the cats. And it's not always about people, right? God bless.